Halo Infinite is launching next year alongside the release of Microsoft's brand new Xbox console, codenamed Xbox Scarlett, and Halo fans and Xbox fans have been loving what they are seeing from Halo Infinite so far. Both of the trailers revealed at E3 2018 and E3 2019 were really good. But there may be trouble in paradise, and I wanted to talk a little bit about that right now. What is going on, guys? Randall Thor 19, the man with the million, back again with another video. Hope everybody is having a great start to the weekend. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel for more content. Now, I didn't expect to see something like this. Creative director leaving Halo Infinite a year and some change before it even comes out. And my first reaction to this is, oh boy, this is not good news. So who broke the story? Well, of course, none other than Jason Schreier at Kotaku. So Tim Longo, the creative director for the upcoming Halo Infinite, has left developer 343 Industries this week. It's part of a leadership shakeup that arrives late in development of the next Halo game, which is obviously coming out in the fall of 2020. Longo was also the creative director for Halo 5. Now, Kotaku reached out to Microsoft about this leadership change, and this is what Microsoft had to say about it. Roles and responsibilities of various team members regularly evolve to meet the needs of a game throughout development. We have recently had two changes to the Halo Infinite development team. Our executive producer, Mary Olsen, will now take charge of the campaign team on Halo Infinite as the lead producer, utilizing her many years of experience at 343 to help craft a great campaign for fans. Additionally, Tim Longo has recently departed our team, and we are truly thankful for his many contributions to our games, our studio, and the Halo universe. We wish Tim nothing but the best in his future endeavors. The overall creative vision and production of the game remains led by Chris Lee, studio head of Halo Infinite. We have a world-class team building Halo Infinite, and the overwhelming positive response by fans has energized more than ever to create the best Halo game to date alongside Project Scarlett in holiday 2020. These changes have no impact on the release date for Halo Infinite. Well, that's all the relevant information about this change, courtesy of Kotaku and Microsoft. And obviously Microsoft is saying, hey, this is par for the course. This is nothing to really get concerned about. This happens quite often. But you know what? My first reaction to seeing this headline was, man, this isn't really good. It's not a good thing. This is potentially a bad thing, right? You never want to see someone in that high a position. Creative director, 1 year left before the game ships, and he's gone. Now, he may be gone for various reasons. Maybe his vision of the game and what they wanted to achieve was different from what the team thought they should do, or different from what Microsoft had to do, and they clashed, and he had to be let go. Maybe there was something in his personal life. Maybe he wasn't good for the franchise. I mean, after all, he was creative director of Halo 5, and a lot of people really don't like Halo 5 very much. Sure, they love the multiplayer of Halo 5, but they don't really like the campaign, so maybe it's a good thing that he left? Although 343 has seen turnover quite some time. I mean, Josh Holmes, who was head of the multiplayer for Halo 5, he left after the game shipped. A bunch of other key personnel left after the Halo 5 shipped. And maybe that's one of the reasons why we've seen it take so long for Halo Infinite to actually come out. It'll be 5 years since Halo 5 released before we get Infinite. And most of the other Halos are 2 to 3 years. So maybe there's something to this. But it's not just Tim. It's also Mary Olsen, who a year before the game comes out is now in charge of the campaign team as the lead producer. So who left that role? Was the campaign not working out very well either? So you need to make that change this late in the production? And as well as with the creative director? My first thought is bad things for Halo Infinite. Maybe this isn't the game everybody has been hoping for. But of course, you don't really come here for the doom and gloom that you go to other channels for. I always kind of look at everything from every possible perspective. You could essentially say maybe this is a good move. Like I said, Tim was in charge of the creative direction of Halo 5. People didn't like Halo 5. Maybe the team at 343 and Microsoft didn't like his creative vision for Halo Infinite, and they thought that the guy underneath him, Chris Lee, who is the now the studio head of Halo Infinite, at least that's what Kotaku's saying, he's in charge of the overall creative vision and production of the game. Maybe they feel he's the best person for the job. And if you listen to him talk, he really knows his Halo. So maybe this move is for the best. You know, maybe just one creative director of the game really doesn't mean much in the grand scope of things, and this really, you know, won't reflect on the quality of the game when it does come out. You know, maybe he had a falling out with people there. Maybe he had family issues. They're not really saying what the core of the issue is, you know, going on at Halo Infinite. But one of the things I do know is they need Halo Infinite to be a great Halo game, to combine a fantastic single player and co-op story, right, where you play as Master Chief and you're fighting to save Cortana or, you know, take on Cortana. I don't really know what they're going to do with the story, but that part needs to be amazing, alongside the great multiplayer that Halo is known for. This Halo needs to be amazing. So when you see these trailers, the reveal trailer for the Slip Space engine, you know, the kind of, I don't know what you want to call it, the campaign reveal for the one at E3 2019, and you watch it and you're like, man, this looks good. I like the way Chief looks. I like the story setup. I like what they're going for. It's all been nothing but positive news for this game. You're like, all right, I think Xbox and 343 are going to nail this game. Finally combine single player with the multiplayer and make a fantastic product. And then you're hit with this news, that the creative director is gone a year before it comes out, that the campaign lead, who's in charge of the campaign, has now been replaced by somebody else. So it doesn't really exactly strike me as something good. You know, my initial reaction, like I said, was, this could be a bad thing. And it very well could be. And the problem is nobody's really going to know. Because Halo Infinite could come out, and it could be bad. But maybe it was even worse than what it was under, you know, Tim Longo. Maybe it'd be better, but we won't even really know, because we don't know what the game was and how it was, you know, shaping up in a previous state. All we know is that, you know, it's business as usual. The game's release date is not going to change because of this, but there's always two sides to everything here. I'm sure some people will go and they'll be like, this means Halo Infinite's going to be absolutely crap. And then some people will say, don't worry about it. Now, I'm going to worry about it a little bit because Halo's my favorite game, my favorite franchise, and I'm a little bit concerned about the people leaving, but at the same time, the people replacing them could be much better at that job than they are. So with all that said, let me know what you think in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button, consider subscribing to the channel for more content, share this out on social media, you know, tell a friend about the channel. I greatly appreciate that as well. And if you always want to be notified when I drop new videos, make sure you hit that notification bell. Thank you guys so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it, and I'll see everybody in the next video. Later, guys.